Hello there guys and girls, this is the Pusher Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match, and this is the Aggony 2015 Team Championships Group Stage 1 Group C match between Jolly Jelly and Tajl versus Majutsu and Vim. I believe the TWR team, they have Alans and Assassinate Empire, whereas RTK has Langobards and Franks at their disposal. And here in the first game, we're going to have Jolly Jelly playing as the Alans, Tajl playing as the Assassinate Empire, Majutsu as the Franks, and last but not least, Vim as the Langobards. So I guess I can take my time to put it in pause mode and go over the builds. I'm going to see exactly what they have. So first I'm going to go over the Assassinate Empire, I believe. Or should I go over the Alans first? Okay, let's go over the Alans first. Alani General, Bronze 1, with fast charge actually. Then we have, let's see, up front are these all Alani units? Actually they are not. But we have 4 Germanic Hurlers, Bronze 1, interestingly enough. We also see some Elite Agatharsi Warriors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elite Agatharsi Warriors. Looks like 1, 2, 3 are Bronze 1 and 2 are Bronze 2. Then we see, what kind of cavalry do we see for the Alans, because the rest is just cavalry basically. Well, we have 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen, Silver 2 and Silver 3 in the center. Then we see more cavalry over here. Looks like 4 Noble Alani Cav, all of them Silver 3, and that is basically the build of the Alans. Now for the Assassinate Empire, let's see, where's the general? Spachbed, Bronze 1 with Brace, Elite Savaran Cavalry supporting it. Interesting choice to bring that crossbow cavalry. On the left flank, we have 2 Pushtig-Ban Cataphracts supporting 2 Griv Banvar Cataphracts, and basically the same thing can be said about the right flank. Now in the center, we have 3 Armenian Slingers supported by 2 Persian Levy, and then let's see, over here an Elite Dalamite Infantry unit. So that seems to be the build of the Assassinate Empire. So yeah, looks like they're doing a bit of a combined arms approach this game. Time to go over the RTK team. Let's see, the Langobards, Redoubtable Chieftain General with Brace. Not a bad choice at all. He is very, very tanky. Let's see the rest of the contingent for the Langobards. We have 2 Horse Layers on the right, and 2 Horse Layers actually make that 4 Horse Layers on the left. So that's a lot of freaking Horse Layers. Then we have, let's see, 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen, Gold 3 on the right, and see in the center we see a lot of Scaled Clubmen. Wow, 6 Scaled Clubmen supporting, let's see, 4 Germanic Archers. So that does seem to be the build of the Langobards. Now to go over the Franks. Well, we have the Frankish General over here. He is a Brace General as well. Then we see a mix of Instrucciones Cavalry Guard and Sacra Francisca. Looks like 2 Sacra Francisca and 2 Instrucciones Cavalry Guard on the left. In the center we have, let's see, 2 Germanic Lancers and a Noble Germanic Horseman. More Sacra Francisca over here. So again, 2 Sacra Francisca and 2 Instrucciones Cavalry Guard. Up front we have 2 Germanic Archers supporting a Germanic Crossbowman as well. So those are the builds. Time to put it in fast forward because it looks like it's gonna take a good amount of time to finish this game, about 14 minutes, so we better get going, right? Before this video is far too long already, because I've gone over the builds and such, which has taken me a good couple of minutes, really. The thing about Armenian Slingers here is that they take a long time to kill, so precision shot enabled on these Germanic Archers, but I would say that the Germanic Archers are wasting their ammo on the Armenian Slingers, honestly, because let's look at the stats of the Armenian Slingers. 40 armor and 99 health. So, the thing about their armor is that, I mean, it just makes it so difficult to kill with archers unless you go like heavy shot, so... Yeah, that's something to really keep in mind. These Armenian Slingers are insanely tanky. I guess I can fast forward it more because look at the Armenian Slingers just doing damage to whatever they want. And the Germanic Archers now pulling back. We might have an engagement soon enough. No, we do not. Both players, both teams actually are pretty reluctant at this point, and they should be because there's no real opportunity right now. They're just both trying to find the openings that are necessary. So 30 kills. I wonder what they actually got him on. Possibly Germanic Archers, I think. Now I don't know where they're going or what they're doing. Looks like this Germanic Lancer is going to be sent to deal with the Armenian Slingers here. Yeah, that could be the case. I mean, it's a cheap unit, so it can be done. These units have... These scaled clubmen, by the way, are insane in melee. Looks like the Germanic Hurlers... Did I go over them? Did I see them? Yeah, 4 of them. I think I did go over them, because I said they were bronze 1. They're gonna die to the Germanic Archers, that's true, but even so, Germanic Archers going to expend more of their ammo on them, so... Something to definitely keep in mind. Looks like more skirmishing is gonna be going on this game. It's gonna take some time, it seems. So yeah, just more and more and more and more skirmishing happening here. Looks like Franks along with Langobards are moving though on the left flank. Time to hit play, and because looks like there might be an engagement. But these scaled clubmen here, it's just so funny that they're here in shield wall. I think these crossbowmen need to move up and start doing some damage right now, because there's no way these Armenian Slingers can kill them. But actually they do have excellent range, so they could target them down. That is something to keep in mind as well. So these Armenian Slingers are insanely annoying, but it looks like there's going to be a cap charge here. And yes, this is a spear unit, but it's just a Persian levy. So now the noble Germanic horsemen are going to make it in here, but they didn't actually kill too much, but I think it's just going to take some time for the kills to happen. But the engagement starting over here. Griff Banvar Cataphracts getting destroyed by Sacra Francisca, and now another Sacra Francisca charging in here. But honestly, they should have charged that one, and then the Horse Slayers should have supported, because now the Horse Slayers got charged, which is a massive blunder for the Langobards there. And this Horse Slayer is going to get charged as well, so this is not very good for the Langobards. Also looks like this scaled clubman received the charge as well, so some very nice charges into the Horse Slayers here by Assassinates with the Cataphracts. These Griffman Var here doing very well against Sacra Francisca. These guys might actually win too, but the thing is the center is now being broken. These Frankish Germanic Lancers are going to make it. And they're probably going to get some rear charges off, but honestly they should have gone for the Elite Agathyrsi instead of these cav units instead, because Elite Agathyrsi are weak to charges. Very nice charge here, though some of the units still makes it into the Horse Slayers, so it's going to do some damage. But left flank, looks like with the Horse Slayer support, it should go all right over here for the Langobards, though these guys are not in shield wall, and there's a lot of cav left over there for the Langobards right now. Not the Langobards, but the Assassinates. More engagements over here. Looks like the Horse Slayers might have gone charged again, and that is the case. The Horse Slayers are starting to drop. So, not looking as good as I expected for the Langobards and the Franks here. This Pachbed could get targeted now, though, by the crossbow, and it is. It's starting to lose a lot of men. That is very, very important. This engagement here, obviously, Nobolani Cav is going to win without a problem, but in the center, these scaled clubmen will do so well. Though the thing about them is that they're not in shield wall, so that is something, again, to keep in mind. Look at these Armenian Slingers just getting targeted continuously by Germanic Archers. I don't think this is what needs to be done. Cavalry or other units need to be targeted, like this elite Agatharsi warrior here. It's just very, very juicy. It doesn't have a lot of armor or health, and it has crappy missile block chance, so it could get targeted easily. Thing is though, the Frankish general here is going to get overrun by all these 3 units, so that could be really bad for the Franks. We also have some engagements over here. Archers are going to be supporting them, but the thing is, there's still Anstrucciones cavalry guard on the field, which is just massacring all these hurlers here, or slingers rather. Spachbed's still alive. Looks like it might try and go for the Anstrucciones cavalry guard, but the Anstrucciones cavalry guard does see this, and it's going to go for a charge, which is going to be massive onto them. And these Germanic hurlers have done their job here. They've been charge bait, which allows the elite Agatharsi warriors to do the damage here. As for this flank, Nobolani Cav is going to lose to Horse Slayers, of course. Interesting engagement here, but Nobolani Cav should win that. All these Sacra Francisca here, and Horse Layers and Scaled Clubmen pushing through. Redoubtable Chieftain being engaged too, and it's alright against 40 elite Agatharsi warriors. It's definitely not bad at all. But it looks like the engagement here is going very badly for the Langobards. They're now surrounded by elite Agatharsi warriors, and they are not in shield wall, so they're gonna take massive damage, and there should be routing anytime now. Very good move here by the Allans to surround those units. Horse Layers looks like they might actually lose here, but they've done so much damage to the cavalry. And it looks like the Noble Germanic Horsemen here could go for another charge onto the elite Agatharsi, because they only have 1 more charge remaining. Looks like they want to go for the Noble Lani Cav to make sure they're off the field, but it's just 5 guys left. But it is going to allow them to get their morale back up, though. But right now, Alani General is still alive, but again, the Frankish one is off the field, which is important to note. Elite Savaran Cavalry is still on the field trying to do damage, but I mean, it's such a weird unit to bring, that Elite Savaran Cavalry. Redoubtable Chieftain still on the field. I mean, I wonder why it's not targeting the Redoubtable Chieftain over all the units in this blob right now. Because if the general dies for the Langobards, it could be huge. Lani General might be lining up for a charge onto the Redoubtable Chieftain. I think the Redoubtable Chieftain is going a bit too far forward, and nicely done now. It seems like it's going to pull back, which is good. Very, very good here. The Alani General, the Elite Savaran Cavalry actually got shot here, but still the melee engagement is not going horribly for the Assassins. But now with these Scout Clubmen coming in, it's gonna look much different. Because yeah, these guys broke through over here, the Elite Dalamites and the Elite Agatharsi, but now there's gonna be Scaled Clubmen, and again, they're not in shield wall, so they're just coming in and not being too effective, or at least not as effective as they would have been if they were in shield wall fighting here. But none of the Scaled Clubmen are. So these crossbowmen are targeting the Elite Agatharsi warriors, so they're gonna do significant damage, but may have been better off targeting the Alani General, because if it were for the Alani General to die, it would be huge. At this point, Elite Agatharsi is making it into the Sacra Francisca, and Sacra Francisca getting a charge against Germanic hurlers and not against Elite Agatharsi warriors, so that is something important. But still, a lot of units left on the field for Franks and Langobards right now. It's like these units, wow, the lag is insane as I zoom in this portion of the battlefield. Redoubtable Chieftain coming in against the Elite Agatharsis here, so the damage is going to be great. Oh, look at these guys just getting slammed down. No chance for these guys. Elite Agatharsis, even against Redoubtable Chieftain, because the Redoubtable Chieftain is in a very good position. And that is game 1. Looks like RTK is going to take the victory here. And it is rather convincing one as well, but in the beginning it did not look very good because they got their Horse Layers charged. But the builds they brought here are definitely very, very interesting, and I do like them a lot. But let's see. I like this shock cav, the Sacra Francisca and Anstrucciones Cavalry Guard makes very interesting. Then with 4 Noble Germanic Horsemen in total, very, very cool composition. The Scaled Clubmen can do very well, the Horse Layers can also. I do like their composition. Same thing for the Allans in Sassanid Empire, very interesting too, but don't understand the Elite Savaran Cavalry, honestly. that one I do not get. I guess it is for the extra cavalry unit to go for rear charges or as a late game unit possibly. Still, aside from that, I think this build is still extremely good with all these Griv Punvar and Push Digbun Cataphracts. Now for the Aggony build. Not sure about the Germanic Hurlers, honestly, and I also... Well, yeah, the Noble Aggony Cav, definitely very good choice as our Noble Germanic Horseman. And Elite Agathyrsi too, but just these guys so expensive. Yeah, still very nicely done here by the RTK team. They're up 1-0, and I shall see you in game number 2. This is the second game of the match between TWR's Jolly Jelly and Tajl and RTK's Majutsu and Vim. Interesting thing about this particular game is that while Jolly Jelly and Tajl have not switched factions, so Jolly Jelly is still Alans and Tajl is still Assassinates, Majutsu and Vim have switched up their factions, and this time around, Majutsu is the Langobards, whereas Vim is playing as the Franks, so that is one difference, but let me go over the builds very, very quickly. So, first of all, we go over the Franks. We have the Frankish General, Bronze 3 with Brace. Then we see 2 Sacro Francisca, sporting 2 Anstrucciones Cavalry Guard and 2 Frankish Lancers, with a Germanic Crossbowman all the way in the back. That's what I meant to say. We also have 4 Germanic Archers in the center, 2 Sacro Francisca on the right, supporting 2 Anstrucciones Cavalry Guard. Now, for the Langobards, we have the Redoubtable Chieftain General with Brace, and I believe 4 Noble Germanic Horsemen in total, 2 in the center over here. Actually, all 4 are kind of like in the center, but 2 are more to the right. These guys are Bronze 3, and these guys are Bronze 2. Then we have 3 Horse Layers on the right, and looks like 3 Horse Layers on the left. So definitely some very, very strong units to support your cavalry with, of course. Then what else do we have? Let's see, we have a bunch of Scaled Clubmen in the center. I believe it's 6 of those. Indeed, very, very strong units to have as your center. Then we see 2 extra Germanic Archers from the Langobards. Now let's go over the other team for TWR. We have 2 Push Digbun Cataphracts on the left, 2 Push Digbun Cataphracts on the right, and let's see. So that's the Assassins, by the way, and it looks like, wow, what is this? 4 Griv Punvar Cataphracts in the front, supporting a Spachbed Bronze 1 Brace General, and this Gaian Avspar. A very, very interesting choice to bring that unit, indeed. But I think it's a bit too expensive for what it does, though. Anyway, let's see the rest of the Assassinate build. Kind of hard to see, though, honestly. Okay, 2 Persian Skirmishers on the right. Let's see, what else? Another Persian Skirmisher over here. 2 Elite Dalamite Infantry. And that seems to be it. Now for the Alans, we have the... Where's the Aggony General? There it is. Bronze 1 with Fast Charge, supported by 2 Noble Aggony Cav, Gold 2, and a Noble Germanic Horseman, Gold 2. Then 2 more Noble Aggony Cav, Gold 2 over here. We also see some Elite Agathyrsi Warriors. 3 on the right flank, Bronze 1, and 2 on the left flank, Bronze 1. Very, very strong units for sure. The main line consists of, let's see, or well, the Pikes Center has 3 Germanic Pikes, Bronze 1, backed up by, I believe it is 4 Germanic Hurlers, also all Bronze 1, so interesting choice to upgrade the skirmishes. I wonder if it really makes a difference. I don't think so. It's probably better to just spend the rest of the money on the cav or the infantry, but let's watch how this game flows. I'm gonna put it on slow-mo for the beginning. Yeah, these archers are a bit far behind now. They're gonna finally move forward, but they're a bit lagging behind. Looks like the Persian skirmishers are now gonna get targeted here. They're a bit out of position, and they're gonna take a lot of casualties, I think. As you can see, very poor armor. They have like 8 armor and 80 health, so they're just gonna go down insanely quickly, for sure. Let's hit fast forward again, and actually, it looks like the engagement is already going to start. Flaming shot onto the Griff Panvar Cataphracts here. Lots of damage is being done to them right now. Wow, down to 59. Poor guy over there. And looks like, yeah, there should be a skirmishing engagement over here soon enough. Precision shot activated on all those Germanic archers, and now they're targeting all these Cataphracts, doing so much damage to the Cataphracts. It is a lot of damage indeed. Looks like there was a Frankish Lancer charge into the Persian skirmishes here. Killed 28, but lost a lot as well, so I don't think that was really worth it. But now this Griff Panvar Cataphract is actually totally out of position. It's charging after the Frankish Lancer, but I think it's going to get stopped soon, and indeed it does, because it is stopped by this Sacra Francisca. Very nice side charge to stop this Griff Panvar from charging, and now free charge onto the Pushtigban Cataphracts. I mean, still the Frankish Lancer is going to get decimated, but we don't see the cavalry coming in, and now we do also with some horse slayers, so engagements over here should go very nicely for Langobards and Franks, but horse slayers got charged here, and it looks like there's another engagement here. Scaled Clubmen, not in shield wall, but these Griff Panvar and Pushtigban should be going down very soon. These engagements over here, there's going to be horse slayers in the fight much quicker. And it looks like another noble Germanic horseman, Bronze 3, charging into the fray here, going to do significant damage. These noble Lanicav are taking damage from both the Anstructionis Cavalry Guard and noble Germanic horsemen as well. So yeah, at this point, it's not looking too great for RTK over here. These elite Agathyrsi should definitely be able to break through. But on the left, yeah, it looks like they have a really good shot at winning the flanks with these horse slayers coming in. These archers are kind of undefended, but here comes some Sacra Franciscas and Assuciones Cavalry Guard, but they're not going to be here in time. Noble Lanicav going to get some great charges here onto the Germanic archers. And this Sacra Francisca, not the best charge, because it kind of charges through its own units. More horse slayers coming into the fight, that means this Pushtigban Cataphract is just going to get destroyed. Scaled Clubmen pulling away from Elite Agathyrsi, that's a good move. Then they need to just activate Shield Wall, and they will be in good position to deal with the Elite Agathyrsi then. So this engagement over here, Griff Panvar dying to Scaled Clubmen. Of course, the pikes are unable to do too much, honestly, in this situation, but looks like Anstructionis Cavalry Guard made it into the Elite Agathyrsi here, and also killing a lot of these units, so definitely this one's doing a lot of work. Now it's going to pull out, though. This Noble Lanicav taking significant casualties. On the left, it looks like the Alans have actually, Assassinates have actually pulled it back, and now they're going to get a charge onto the Frankish general, which could be very, very bad for the Franks here if the general is lost. But Spockbet is getting targeted by these crossbows very, very nicely right now, and another charge from this Anstructionis Cavalry Guard into the Noble Lanicav should do significant damage here and should destroy the Noble Lanicav, as you can see, and it is indeed doing that. Sacra Francisca stuck here, but at this point they should just stay in the fight, because otherwise they would just die and, if they pulled out. As you can see, though, Frankish general is about to die here. He is engaged in melee, and he is pretty good against cavalry, but he isn't good enough against all these noble Lanicav and Gainav Spar, that's for sure. Lani general also engaged, but looks like, yeah, now the redoubtable chieftain is going to come in here, and he should do alright in prolonged melee against cavalry, but the thing is that, ooh, it's really not looking good right now for RTK in on this flank, because they, oh, actually they do have horse slayers around, and they're gonna get to the Persian skirmishes, so I do wonder about that. And these Scaled Clubmen still not in shield wall, so these, yeah, they're going to die, but the center is pushing along very nicely for RTK right now. Oh, now targeting this Spockbed, it's going to take significant casualties, and it is Someone's general has died, and I wonder whose it is. It must be the Sassanid general, I think. It doesn't say, though. It doesn't say, actually, so I'm assuming it is... Yeah, it is the Sassanid general, which is huge. This means these cataphracts will rout much easier than normal. And, wow, Horse Layer over here engaging. And it is unbreakable, so it had to die. But the Aggony general was stuck because of it for some time. And now these archers will continue to target the Aggony general. So the damage onto it is going to be huge. These elite Agathyrsi made it through, but now they're going to get targeted by archers. Honestly, I would have still continued targeting the Aggony general, but this isn't a bad idea either, because this unit is just going to die very quickly as well. Wow, look at it, it's down to 70 just from arrows, and that's because the HP on it is already low from previous engagements. These pikes getting focused here. Nice rear charge into these Germanic pikes should do a lot of damage here. And should just rout him off the field. And at this point, it looks like RTK should have this game. More Constitutionis Cavalry Guard coming around for a rear charge onto these Griffenvar cataphracts. And with this charge, that should seal the deal of that unit and potentially the Aggony general. As now it's probably gonna get focused. And no, it isn't actually focused. Okay. I should have just focused this general right now with the archers, I think. But it's not like it matters, all these horse layers. And skilled clubmen doing very, very well for themselves. And Spachbed here, wow, all those flaming shots. Okay, kill the Frankish general, but might as well kill the Sassanid general as well, I guess. Yeah, still some cavalry units left for the Sassanids, but at this point it's just over right now, and there's no way for WR to pull it back because they don't have many troops left. And this unit is off the field. Looks like some Germanic hurlers still on the field, but not gonna do much because scaled clubmen are now just clubbing them down, so to speak. And yeah, it looks like now they should be defeated. Last Germanic hurler unit, that's fine. The last unit remaining for the Allans is the Germanic hurler, but now it's going to rout off the field, and that is game. RTK takes a swift 2-0 victory here, and is going to get themselves 3 points in the group. And wow, look at those horse layers, so much damage, and the clubmen doing very well for themselves too, even despite the fact that there was no shield wall being used as well. They still did very, very well. So yeah, that was game and match. So hope you guys and girls enjoyed. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.